Welcome to another version of Salon Talk from the Uncle Sankara media platform. Well, of course, today is Friday, the 30th day of December 2022, live from St. John. We're at the CBD area. The CBD area. Yes, Melo, inside the city, I tell you. Well, are they with me, usual analysm? Are they with Chief Abdul Hassan Faki, production manager? The strategic manager, we are Mr. Mohamed Kamara, and we resource manager, we are Mr. Christian Lee. Me with the model the program, me na Uncle Sankara. Well, today we get a guest with we can talk with, and we can talk on security. Now the security business we can talk on. We get the Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs. We na Mr. Panda-Noah. Welcome to Salon Talk, Uncle Sankara media platform. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon.
We wish you compliments of the season and to His Excellency President Julius Madabio and the entire New Direction team.
On behalf of His Excellency, I wish you not to the same and many, many happy returns.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Panda-Noah, just take me through, let we listeners know, cut across the world, the function of the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Well, thank you very much for that question. The Ministry of Internal Affairs give the Constitution give the mandate for supervise and provide oversight to a few agencies and for to ensure the entire overall internal security of the country and for provide policies for their institution and guidance, government in direction we want to go. And the constitution and other regulations then that they give them power then they work with. We get the Sierra Leone police, we're one of the agency them, we get immigration. We're now one of the other agency that will supervise and provide oversight for. We get the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. We're in another one. We get the Fire Force. The entire Fire Force now we provide oversight and policies for them. The NCRA, the National Civil Registration Agency, where they do all the registration, where they do identity for the people of Sierra Leone. We get the Chief Medical Office, or Chief Medical Examiner's Office, what they call the Coroner's Office before, but I don't change to Chief Medical Office, Chief Medical Examiner's Office, where they look at all suspicious death. Any death will happen, anybody will die, you go through them for autopsy. If government not satisfied, somebody not satisfied, you go then go examine that body for see the cause of death, and now in the check and decide and can go court for give evidence against if we get murder, if we get any of the kind of death and like that, now go oversee them, and now they provide evidence and provide oversight for that. We oversee them. We also they provide SLENSA, we're in the Sierra Leone National Commission on Small Arms. Then for every small arms now, we register. Then after the war, before the war, we'll not be get arms. Now, if you see possible pistols and then a possible in enforcement, during the war, we see a lot of arms. People they able to tell you which gun they fire, which gun they not fire, all that thing. And after the war, people they handing their weapon them, but some not handing them weapon them. So we get to foresee now proliferation of small arms. So you can see small thing like cattle, cattle rarer, then we can get problem between cattle and maybe the crop. The crop rearer them, the crop farmer them. You see fire, gun, and come out and kill cow them, and then kill people them with gun. So small arms they become proliferation, especially something like election, the council. You they see people then use gun. So now the small arms, the register people that with arms register. So you forget so you supposed to get arms and ammunition. If they don't register, you no problem. So we get that one. We also get the Sierra Leone Correctional Services will supervise Sierra Leone Correctional Services. So under we'll get about 8 agencies all in all. We also provide I can take you get ONS and all them one and the winner under the office of the president and the, but I can take them paper into cabinet, also take them paper into parliament.
Honorable Panda-Noah, Minister of Internal Affairs, let we go right inside now into the security. Because they can see security is paramount. And we approach the 2023 multi-tier elections. And we don't see the past 11 years of APC in rule. We see 2012, who were going into election. We see the Ministry of Internal Affairs be procure arms and ammunition, say for can before the security because they can't go into election. It also happened on the 2018 elections. This 2023, under your watchship as Minister of Internal Affairs, anything like that, like procure arms or other violence materials way for fight against violence?
The police always the order, not for saying that because of elections, then the order, anything they do for elections, and we always the procure public order, this public disorder equipment for fight against that, shield them, baton them, then kind of thing, and the public order address system them. We look at different ways for address elections. His Excellency the President always talk about human capital development, in that the human being now the most important resource we will get in this country, and now for develop, now for take care of, now for look into force. So anything we go protect that resource they now we go put in place. So as elections they come, as you talk, the security measures, what would they do? Would they talk to with a dialogue? His Excellency talk about cohesiveness. Always say we'll come together, now things go work. So the security forces, in as much as we go procure the equipment for address public disorder, we also look at dialogue between we people them, we and the populace and the population, for let them not feel say we a force against them. We not a force for good, the SLP not a force for good, the security sector include all other people, the ONS, everybody, they collaborate together, they coordinate together. Now that they make glad for the coordination what they see within the security forces for address situations. We not go in isolation as military of internal affairs. No, we get all other security, the military, the ONS. We always, when problem come, when issues come, or like everybody different issues, we come, we sit together, we think about all the information we'll get, the intelligence service will provide them, and we look at it, then produce them, and go produce now operational orders within the police, the army, and see how we work together for address the situation when they come. So like when the election they come, from more than a year now, we don't talk about with the good neck, they talk about how we go address the police, how we go address the situations, and the way they come up, the elections, how for police the elections. We don't have for police election, oh police everywhere. No, now social event, now event of love, now event of change. You understand? So we're not going for police like that. Well, the police now community thing. It's about your community, how you relate with the community. Police then they go out in there for know how the community behave, for know. So they work with the MPs, we work with the parliamentarians, we work with the parties, the political parties, for let them know say we're not to alien force, they're not to alien, they're Leoneans. They get right for there, we get right for do work together. The political parties will always dialogue with them, always work with them. Sometimes we can be very hectic in the way they approach things. We can be very, we can show emotions sometimes. But we as the security force always know say now people them then they get their own role the way they play. We get one role the way they play. But we know say we hold the law up. You understand? The rule of law will always prevail. The rule, anybody will go against the rule. You see them. You don't see small. As you go against the law, we go apply the full force of the law. Then they will not hesitate, will not look beyond, will not talk beyond. His Excellency give you free will. He give you hands off, he not interfere in what the police they do. When you do wrong, they'll call. If you the police will do wrong, they call it to book. You understand? We got all agencies, them, political partners, the international partners, Amnesty International, all the UN agencies, the way they look at the humanitarian human rights. You understand? They always go bring me to book. You understand? So we say the work within the law, the confines of the law. His Excellency give the free will, but I always say to we, you now work within the confines of the law. As long as you work within the confines of the law, You are a Leonean, you do right, you go do well. We not get any issues with you.
Okay. The program Salon Talk on Sankara Media Platform. We live with the Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs. Minister Panda-Noah, let me go back into the ugly incidents on the 10th of August 2022. We make, you see, like Salon be almost going to a dark because of this same thing they say the catchy word of the Salon police is to safeguard life and property. But again, on the 10th of August, we see the people away for save our own life. We say as civilian. We go brutally and kill some of these people. But the police be so mild, the military be so mild. I mean, what in exactly the security don't put in place for short thing? Because we know plan for now, always it be not happen. We know say police don't be plan for short kind incidents, we get for what they happen. But often the way don't happen. What in exactly the security don't put in place for there we not go again into shots happening?
That been sad, the unfortunate event we happen at that time. Very shocked the whole world. For see police officer them brutally be killed by civilian them. They whap them like snake. You understand, with sticks and stones. Unfortunate for the other Leoneans see their own loved one them. We go for work, do their normal duty, for see them being killed and like that. It's also unfortunate for Leoneans, civilians we die on that day, that same day. But you will see His Excellency in response. We bail everybody in a dignified way. The one day we being lost their life. Anybody who lost in life during that period, the civilian them, the police them, they were given an honor by Leoneans in that they may do their work. They may do them provide service to this country. The one they will do will perpetrate such horrendous and brutal kind of violence. We will not see so. We will not see for many years, even during the war. They are in conscience. You understand? It day to them and God. But what we don't put in place, we don't. Training don't happen to most of the police officers for let down your guard. You understand? And we approach to incidents like this now, not for individuals, because individual police them the worker with their uniform go about their business. They really go to their own office the way they work, where people then grab them off the street. You understand? We don't inform communication and information to police officers about their surroundings always, for being knowledgeable about your surroundings. When things they happen, forget that information. We soon will get communication sets for all police officers. If things they happen, they will be communicated to directly for show them. Say that day they will be get communications, but a few individuals will get the communications. So some man not get on time for say listen. But when you go out, you see police officer them withdraw, then come back into a sect. We form a discipline sect. We put what we get for put in order for make sure say things cool down. Let people then temper, then calm down. People then violence calm down. We get a lot of measures we don't put in place. Some will not go talk about in air because of security. But a lot of measures in technology. A lot of technology don't come through. We for address public events. Then the one day for happen. We pray. Say we're not going to see such in this country again for any reason. We will respond fully. Any kind of situation like that, we will respond. The police security sector will respond appropriately. As I say, we will respond. As you see that day, when it comes to the camp, people they don't know say this life or death, the police then respond appropriately. Understand?
Minister Panda-Noah, see, Leoneans we don't reach the Sankara Media Platform after the incident. Then they tell we that on telephone calls and send emails into we, you are in abroad, and the one they said the same letter. Say them as Sierra Leone and then think say na the plenty access we President Julius Maada Bio in government give to Sierra Leoneans of human rights. They make some man now if they take the rights at the hand, then cause all one day. Say human rights. So left them. They say no go na bush.
His Excellency, the work according to we as Sierra Leone as a country, we don't sign a lot of treaties with other countries, with the UN, on how we as a government for behave to its citizens. Human rights not an easy thing for deal with, especially when it can come to blatantly they go against the law or they go against human dignity. But the rights is protected by laws we say we all do agree to. So His Excellency, not one person we love human beings. In human capital development, now for say elect human beings. This person elects Leoneans. No one see Leoneans being harmed. I remember one time where 2012, where they don't the elections, they don't call the results. Now we say people that go down the streets. I tell them I'm coming up being paid at the time. I say leader, people that want to go down the street, people that want to go down the street, one come out. Now he will not agree. I say, what you not agree? I say, will not agree, sir. Will not agree. People that say they not agree will come out. Will they come out? I say, Panda, you want let one Peking, let person Peking come on a door in this situation where they see, let them go bust in head or wound her or at worst kill her for me sake, for me, for be president. He said, no, sir. He said, no, sir. He said, late. He said, what time will come? That's what he said to me exactly. He said, patient, what time will come? So I look the man, not believe. Say he will tell me, you understand? Something that we are the same people that were ready to go out on the streets. They don't care what will happen to them. He said, no, nobody, one person, they're not for wonder, for one person, nobody in Peking, not for common. So that kind of person there, where he talk that time, now I don't get him, he didn't have a hand. He's the president of this country. That's in the way he been hold that and he still hold that today. Say, person not for be hot because of this. He always talk about cohesiveness. Why we for wound we say for elections? He said, no, give the people now go vote you in by what you don't do. So in fact, they always tell we the manifesto, what you don't say, now the people they go for judge we by. So no reason no day for law go begin instigate people then for go out war, to go out for kill. Human rights they for protect me and you. 10 days when people then kill wrong go to police station also. Yeah. 10 days people they don't want to go to police station. Exactly. They run away. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, now one area where they for protect me and you. You understand? Protect the people, the human beings. Then law then they where human rights law then where we don't adhere to, where we don't agree to, where we don't sign up to. Now for guide with people then, in some cases it's very difficult. Yes, it's very difficult. I can tell you, if you them parts of the world where Peking them, where they say, for beat you Peking. You understand? You Peking don't do some bad thing. You want thrasher. You understand? But the law don't allow you. As you mistake, believe you neighbor na the report. By the time you take your Peking, don't come on your hand. They don't can't take your Peking on your hand. It let you not be the best dad. These are laws where they exist in other area then. You understand? For protect that Peking. For protect me and you will someday vulnerable to other people then. So man not get nobody will sabi. Nobody knows sabi in a government. So man no person will know in a government. So until happy don't go to post in a government, big man in a government and call, hey, police then pull and they do. You understand? All down in the lawlessness we make it see.
What about the majority civilians we that particular day, there's that handful of people who will be coming in an insurrection. Mm-hmm. They infringing their rights too. They infringing their rights. Mm-hmm. Go bust some people and whiskey motorcar, send stone thief some people and shop them and the marketplace.
That's not the illegality of it. This not to protest. That was not protest. Not hooligans. Then come out. Sometimes when you get anything, when you get peaceful protest, other people then go the agenda. So some people that on agenda have been different at that time. You understand? Because the intelligence will be get, now be men and women and cripples or physically challenged, now be they come out. You understand? So in fact, police have been women they will put out. You understand? So we at some point will notice say no, the intelligence is a bit skewed. We now pull out police officers, serious police officers, for come out and stop and put a curfew in place for let people then know if we not be put the curfew in place, a lot more people will be damaged. A lot of more mayhem for take place. But once we don't put that one day out, the military, the police, they all don't come together and say that is out. It's been a curfew has been put out. We see we will calm the situation, we will contain the situation. Now a measure that they will be get, we will be able to use for people calm the situation. A lot of people come out, they camp and then they come with mayhem. I mean, you go kill police officer, will they protect you, sir? No. You go look out your eyes. You should not be part of that. Okay. These people should be prosecuted. We will take them to book. You understand? This not to you cannot. Many people and they will get their own way, the way they think. They get their own ways where they want to do things, and that was not a protest. That was nothing at all like that. You understand? If these people had the chance, it was for me a coup d'etat in the making.
Exactly. Yeah.
You understand? But we were able as a security force together, because we come together very quickly and we don't work together for bring down it to an end, put an end to an end by the measures we will take at that time.
There are flying news right now where they go around that this same miscreant one set another confusion. They call it people. Would they put an out to you, Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs? We said only this talk. Say that they come back, and as soon as they start, say 8, 9, 10 will come out. Now don't be here with the same flying news from the unfaithful Sierra Leonean and the unfaithful youths the way they push go before, and we know say now they rock politicians and they use them people there so. So they put this talk to you, sir, Mr. Minister of Internal Affairs. We don't hear this flying news. Say that they come back.
I want for tell you, Uncle Sankara, this media, and the people that would listen, we go employ the full force of the law. We go employ the full force of the law to anybody we go out for bring problems to other Sierra Leoneans, peaceful Sierra Leoneans in this country. Everybody get right for go about in peaceful business. Those will go come out for create confusion or for bring problems or annihilation to the encompassing Sierra Leonean, they want to go about for do them business. Majority of the Sierra Leoneans want to go out every day. So man, a daily living they get. So man, we go, we can I get something for it. Let people they not disrupt that. Let people they not destroy that. We will not allow it. We go fend them. We will find them. Any side where they go, we go fend them. They go defend the one. They will still they will still find and check and bring to book. Anywhere where you go pull you there. Anybody want for me? The youth, I can always talk to them. The youth, we get so many other things, so many things, and this government don't bring for keep them engaged. Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And unemployment high, and not to Yanomo high in various other countries in the world because of the situation within the world, what in the go on. But this one is excellency. To try best as possible for ensure say we provide ways and means for the youth bulge, we minimize them. Let we do what it takes. We provide agriculture. They provide the youth ministry. They provide a lot of things for the youth for engage them. We see football they around all over the place. We for bring we together. You understand? So many things where for create an environment of peace, of cohesiveness. Let the youth not pander to waiting other politicians who can't tell them or what do they go and give them. Saying I can't give you this money, I can't give you drugs. As you see, with the clamp down hard on drugs at the moment. With the raid a lot of places, with the burn a lot of them. Anyone will get to the burn them, with the destroy. So the destroy who say the money they come out. With the hunt they want them.
Salon Talk, Uncle Sankara Media Platform. We get with me the Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs, Mr. Panda-Noah. Like over to the Chief Abdullah Sanfaki, production manager, for a question or any comment you want.
Mr. Minister, Mr. David Panda-Noah, I'm glad you forget you because me I can tell people and say, I say now we get the exclusive stories. I can bluff. So we think we want you to brand canton. So we go stop the dance. Na so they say. In that area. This density area where I come to, I want to clear for me something the way me said bring I can talk to me understand but can talk to the local believe me but where come up from you now you didn't care of security of this country where the police they under the prison they under but who they say government no they give people them permit for possession then make they can come out by force then even like me na cultural man me na chief me I can go on upline and that go
Shiki Chief.
In fact, generally, if I go for na village na she go play poro. And me know how to get permits there, but they say back their cultural organizations are like then masquerade, be the hunting, be the object. Then say, when President Bill come, he say, you for stop them. I only clear to people of Salon today, looking at the laws and way they govern, then kind of position there.
Okay. Thank you very much for that question. Originally, yes, when we come, the government put a ban on masquerades. Over time, the people them within that business, this cultural society, then they don't come together, they don't come to government, then draw up a series of guidelines on how for get permits for operate the masquerade. Series of guidelines and they with local government and also tourism, because that then one then they involve mostly in that. And the police, all man be involved and you get for go apply, you apply it if not applying to SDO, the district office, the council, if not also say if you apply to the council. So if you do that step then they will all day, well, nobody not say no. But you get for do the steps. What thing can happen in most cases, some man can just do at the last minute want for make this happen. And come on, if you not don't go through all the steps then don't provide or get a letter then of consent from other people then the one they were involved, then obviously the police not go able to give you the permit. Even the permit for go out and demonstrate, if you go through the process, there's a whole process. You don't go just 1 day, 2 days to an event. You say you want to do in 2 days to an event. The police get for go check, then get from how they strength they, what thing they do, you understand? So you get for give them the time. This necessary steps, you go local government, then get the whole paper of voting for do. If you go to the police, then go give you, show you the steps where you for take for go do your masquerade or for go do your demonstration. Then get guidelines for the anything there. So no government will not stop them. It's just that you for follow the procedure. If you follow the procedure, believe you me, we will allow you for do the things, the masquerade you want or whatever you want for do if there are procession. In as much as we then look at the event you want for do, the guidelines and the officer then go look, then go use discretion for sometimes they even use discretion even at short notice. The officer, but if anything happened, that discretion you use can't fall on you. So most people at the area then can say no, get them from the IG or go through the normal procedure where the IG get for no and give consent.
Okay. The strategic manager.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. Let me go back to history. Let me know, 11 years of APC rule, we don't want to get an uprising, we don't want to get an uprising like where SLPP came into power.
Exactly.
This should say the SLPP loyalists them, they're humble, they're submissive, and they get respect for the rule of law. I make this clear because I'm a patriot and a nationalist of Sweden and Macedonian. Now let me tell you, what happened on August 10th should say, some politicians do not get the habit to be patient enough until someone will democratically win election, you tend on they go back into elections. Right? Secondly, the dramatic transformation changes the way His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio do in a very short time, before 5 years, look good for the other people. What do we know? Right? Why the PPP? Why the what not ABC or EFGH? They get patient according to the rule of law until somebody in time of office expire will go back to elections. Exactly. Anybody which we understand. The IG make and clear that August 10 say, it not deny for give what permit for that person to come out. But the so-called August 10, nobody don't claim responsibility for that particular protest that thing they refuse. This not get nothing to do with politics. Right? So you don't get the constitution. When you are going to protest, you forget the leader. And for sure the police reasons that we're going out in the street. Without that, they will give permission. Right? Now let me come back. We find out that most of the people in fact will take part in the protest are innocent civilians then. They were indoctrinated. No, make it clear. They were indoctrinated. Most of them were forced to go out to the street for a reason where they don't know. And they bear the consequences. And they had to force them to stay down and enjoy their families then. This show we see each and every Florida they did this exclusive interview with nobody else than the man when he supervised the security apparatus at this country, where it is that the Minister of Internal Affairs don't talk out. Right? Go through the law, make a dialogue, like that, that's what you go to talk. But if you take the speech for your own side, where police don't permit you, any consequence is fair now. Right? President Bida, somebody will respect the rule of law. Human rights step is okay where you ask the question just now. Everybody gets rights to your freedom, but freedom gets limit as well.
Exactly.
Everybody gets rights to your liberty. Liberty gets freedom as well. So, if we will think about development for your future, the best thing we can do, let we learn for sit down in the round table talk and discuss with different systems. Not so the way we go out in the street, we will solve the problem. We don't see 27 people that don't die, policemen are included. We don't say where there is, of course, now talks we are. I mean, we're not a civilized society, right? But now we lost the taste of civilization. Simply because people say by taking the street brutally, right, without we don't get respect of the legal with an election. Not so. We rely back for go to the polls. Now wait until June 24 to give the result. Each and everybody, they will say you there, nobody not possible for vote against your conscience. You know that. That's what all the provisional fundamental human rights you get. Wait until you time you go to again for vote. Keep cool, calm, and respect the law. But if you take out the streets where the terminal reach, the minister will make it clear and say, hey, the law will take in consequence as well because it is illegal.
All right, the program Salon Talk on Sankara Media Platform. Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs, Mr. Panda-Noah, you will look for her on waiting the Mr. Mohamed Kamara, don't see. And also, waiting me say go add it before you come inside. We see the arrest the way police will make. That August 10 insurrection, the one the way the orchestrate and the one the way cause the violence. We see politicians them where first come on at it say, where first go na media say they not send nobody for go do insurrection or for come make a coup for pull President Julius Maada Bio coup business for school one we know to the ballots. But now the same one back, we see back again they go bail. We don't get problem with any individual, any Sierra Leonean we go for go bail them people and but we look at people right when we see some of them but they will become other day, then they give support to some of them rogue politicians then they. And at the same rogue politician them back, now they go to the different police station, contact us, go bail people in there. Yes, sir. Mr. Panda-Noah.
We get a president who is a humanitarian, a president who believe in the rule of law, a president who believes of work within the confines of the law, a president who believe in Sierra Leone. Say Sierra Leone go reach in full potential, and now the human beings with the Sierra Leoneans, now they go reach their full potential there. In many ways, in many things, we can do, as you say, we can get angry, we can get emotional. He always can plead for patience. He always plead for calm. He always plead, say, look, we pray. He always pray. He say to me, I take time for take my decision because most of the time I pray on it. I take time, but I can pray on before I make a decision because now God make him, now God put another appointment day, and He always consults the Most Almighty for direction. And I believe in government, they follow that direction. The human capital development for the human being. That's the most important resource. And the government, take in beat. So in most of the cases, like when they talk, so yes, we can become emotional, we want for go do this, we want for do that. But he always say, we not for create embarrassment for the government. If you just go arrest person no more, just because you go bail person, you assume say yes, 9 days, now the sponsor, although that you feeling, you might think so, but you get evidence. If you get the evidence, then do that, then arrest them. But if you don't get evidence, let them. 1 day in cop go full. You understand? That's how he directs. That's how you can look at. Say 1 day in cop go full. Right now, you don't get any evidence. Yes, you feeling. Yes, maybe things the way they happen, circumstantially, you go point yes, this man then do, then perpetrate, then sponsor, then this. But there's hard evidence. We can go court. But you can see most of the time we can get evidence, we can arrest big man, but they don't let him. Hard evidence, no day. You understand? We don't use maybe emotional self for cause arrest, for cause this. I make you see, we don't get political prisoners, we don't get political arrests. You have to do something for you arrest you, either criminal or something of the like, or you understand. But for say political prisoner of conscience, we don't get it. No, go Panda-Noah, they're not there. You careful, don't physically do some criminal after they suspect you, can you go court remand you? Nah, but convicted and when just because of you political thinking, the way they think, no. His Excellency, they enjoy the debate, they enjoy you converse. You understand? If you bring your ideas, he enjoys your ideas, your challenges. He go respect them. So now that we as politicians for the do ideas instead of views and behind the scene for perpetrate violence, for get people there, for young boys, young women where at the moment not get we need because of that need you able to push them for they go do violence. Use ideas, convince them with your mind, not convince them with drugs, not convince them with money. His Excellency, that's what he points at. So yes, these things with the siam, with the vex, people can vex, but even we don't support her, they can vex, they can get angry. But we look behind the scenes, yes, no, just go grab her, because that's what was happening before. They just grab you, go put you up at the road. Yeah. But His Excellency don't abolish death penalty. Yeah. He don't abolish the part 5. Then you understand? If he don't abolish them today, he go back way now for the do that thing there. Yes. That's back way for go do. If I go arrest person, that backwardness, that back way for go do what in don't he don't say we not for do. See, sir? So that's why we don't abolish them thing. They don't abolish them, they don't abolish part 5. Journalists they able to talk and do things without fear, favor. You understand? They able to talk, they able to say what's in the go on. Then we as well for now up we game for fen intelligence, police, will they challenge them now? It's actually challenge. What the evidence? Have you got it? Where is it? It is challenge the police. It is challenge. We said it challenge the police. So we said, what can go? What would go say one for this? It is challenge you. What the evidence where you get? What to make sure you want for do this? Why you want for arrest that? So now police are not just the arrested. They bring person when you get for come through we for let we challenge you for so why you are arrested? Where the evidence where you get? Why you want punish her? Why you want to make you suffer? You understand? So that comfort the way politicians they get a moment. That makes them go, but they admonish, they will talk to them. This freedom will get. No use them wisely. No use power wisely. No willpower. You know, most times people they say, but you know, I tell them for do this, for do that. I say, no, but what will the power? That will them with truth. That will them such why use me power for do good, for bear fruit than for why I want for will me power. Go lock this man up, go lock that. That's I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in a human being. Follow we develop Sierra Leone. Follow we work on the street up here with fear, with no fear. Because I'm not attack, I'm not going for when they pause, I'm not go for subdue or bring on post. Not to that is excellent put me there for. He say they can't supervise the police, make the police fit for purpose, make the prisons fit for purpose, the correctional service fit for purpose, make the fire force fit for purpose. So when you want to use the fire force, what ONS want coordinate security, we call the police, you know, say fit police they call. The police will go deliver. You know, say the fire force go deliver. You know, say the correctional service will put post in there, they go deliver. You understand? All these small arms they go deliver. These are the things NDLA they would divide. You see the drugs things they would go. Would they take us slowly, but forcefully? We burn 2,616 cartoons. A street value of 532 million leons. Billion if you take the old leons. Yes, tramadol. Just imagine that it not be the happen. No. It not be the happen. For many years, that the first born we born 1st of December. We born Jamba will be the at the court long years. This one who arrest recently in a report. We can born and we able to do. We get the His Excellency good out free will. And so the shape of the police before you not go here by the time you break you not go here but that thing again. It's done. It's gone.
So my analyst, I think now the Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs, Leone, hoping a 5 for we. Yeah. Yes, and I want to give you 5. Thank you very much. That brings me to me knowledge. Now this make what you just explained. So I think I make President Julius Maada say the former politicians and we be the governors, APC them, right after the commissions of inquiry, the recommendations from the justice system of the commission of inquiry, where they recommend say for ban them and jail some. President Bill say no, and then they jail them and then they ban them and not take part for politics. But the only thing, the money they model and thief, therefore send them back into the consumptive.
Exactly.
So this way you talk so draw me attention to that. Thank you very much, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Like to Mr. Christian Lee.
Mr. Minister, we don't talk all, right? You see, as you say, the President, His Excellency, the President Julius Maada, now a man we believe in the rule of law. Yeah. And he get the fear of God with it above all. Now he make it all the things. I can tell you, just the way Uncle Sankara said, on the 10th of August this year, what it happened, maybe I would say, this is my opinion, when I take a light. But if I tell you, me go around this country, what people they say these people are terrorists, and they must be treated as terrorists. Why would I fail for treat these people them? When I don't arrest, when I hear anything about them, no, nothing up to this hour. So they go, they cut their shoulder high. You know, I don't know. I want to make you explain to the public what you don't go about this delay where this 10th of August bring, right? Then, now we don't put the life of ordinary citizens at threat because the one they always did behind President Julius Maada Bio, they may come out openly and say these people are terrorists. They will be dealt with as per the crime they commit, right? But now we see when I don't stop further. Why this?
Thank you very much. We would label certain things. They will therefore be very careful in labeling of people. When you say terrorist, what does that mean? You know, to me, what it mean to you, but what it mean to the outside world. We in a government where they try for bringing people, His Excellency, they go all around the world. He sell the country as a peaceful country, as a place where people is open for business. The people then come, no, can't do business. We see the Bamako already 2 years in a row. Then they come. We even get the African Caribbean Festival right now on. We see people that they can't take citizenships all over. That they come for citizenship from various countries. For can't find that they go trace them blood. Say blood they attack. Then they believe then are the indigents of this country. You understand? They come and they give them passports. Now, when you say the word terrorist, immediately all other countries the blacklist. Bam, see terrorists, then they in another country, terrorists, and they operate in another country. They certain things and they will for Kaya no go Kaya again. We get the MCCO done the work on for many years. So the moment we say terrorists, it will blacklist, then we'll blacklist them. Cable and they go. All the embassies in the same cable to the various countries say terrorists and they operate. We don't say that Leoneans. We do this one year so. So Leoneans will reside in here. You understand? We don't say that insurgency in some form. We cannot label them terrorists because the moment we do that, all we efforts, all what we don't do, even that small will happen, it take we back a little bit. We went back a little bit. A lot of people afraid. A lot of investors will be one can fear. You know, a lot of people are afraid your country. Our country with security is very set. Our country in security paka is in place. We intelligence don't improve so much. So many things when they happen, we know. Immediately they happen, we know. You understand? So we cannot kill ourselves that way. We cannot shoot ourselves in the foot by calling us. We want for, yes, the people they want for make them get blacklisted or do anything to them. Everybody not say they say they're terrorists. But we're Leoneans. Then they are the courts. The courts what we get. We want for build up. Now they try them and then courts then they. You know, easy. You see His Excellency, all the picking them. Once they be able to say, if I left them. Some of the picking them, no one go back to them people them because of the way they treat them. How nice them they treat them. Some picking them say, no, go back. They want to stay with social services. Because social services look after them, give them clothes, give them food, and they eat 3 times a day swimming pool. And they swim. With partners, then take them on, then take them on board. They help in that area. So all the picking them left there. Anybody will be there on that age, they left there. If you don't get hard evidence, in this case, but because the trial is still going on, case then some man they don't sentence some. They don't sentence some. Yes, they don't sentence majority. They don't suspect. Now the actual one they would perpetrate the actual killing. When for labor you tell somebody don't kill person, make sure so you be certain. I make His Excellency pull the death penalty because when they can say person don't kill person, most of the time the person will say no. The hard evidence will come out. If you find out say then just go make evidence against somebody, then put her in a death row. And for take somebody and kill and just like that, not an easy thing for doing your conscience. So for let them one then we charge them with murder because when you charge murder now a life imprisonment, then we'll go. You understand? One for ensure say yes, then people there, they really do what they do, then say what they do, get evidence for saying that this they do. So come down 5, 10, 20 years down the line, somebody check the evidence, go say yes, no, this possibility, let me say you do yes. The evidence shows clearly that's what you did. You understand? So now make some of these cases here, it's Alex slow, but you want to be sure. Because these are Leoneans. Listen to me. Most people go count to me. These same people they can. Hey, I mean, where they then a court, then hey, my nephew, they and that. Then you know, that if they do, if it just they pass, then they hold up. So many people come to me. Oh, now what's behind? Here other people there. Now what's people the wrong kind side? Where the wrong kind side? Then they take the all go. Cases like that come up every day. Person who can't tell you. And some people who can't tell you that your own people there. Where you go say people there something where you believe some people there where you trust. You understand? So if these kind of things that they happen, we cannot just summarily go and blanketly put the courts then get their own system and make them independent from the executive and the legislature. Then because they get their own process. Now we for try and push so we courts then do the right thing always, provide justice. Because we delay and say it's denied, we delay, we not do justice again, another issue. So for these things go happen, and so Leone will be a more peaceful place if people then see say justice they happen. If people then see say they get their own day in court, then they get their own prisoner them or people they na Panda-Noah. The day we courts not the seat, like you feel not this courts the transport not they say they bring then the vex pass any other thing because he want that day in court. I believe something that day then I know they free me. That day then they go left me. You understand? So everybody wants his day in court. So no allow the courts for go through the process, no not be impatient for get people out or for see people them being punished. I don't go, we can take some sentence 5-4 people there, sentence life imprisonment without proper without not going to the matter properly. Just for let we get the police we strong, we tough. That not they show strength. What you go and bam people, it doesn't show. Now when you get the confidence for do the right thing like His Excellency does, even though we as in supporter the king annihilate and make this and not to this policy. Of course me on the king talk say no minister Buffy minister this, if I don't do this, if I don't do that, you understand? But now the strength we I get for say the right thing be done. Now the strength forget where the person where you can next them. In the amount of people who they come to me, they know say if they come to me, the right thing will be done. You understand? I go make sure say the police treat and right. I go make sure say the police. I don't think they do want. Let the police do right thing. The correctional service do right thing. The fire force then do right thing. And then where they go do their duty. We didn't see the police down. They don't increase their salary. So if you go to police right now, plenty things that they go under the water. Not the happen go under the water again. Because the AIG then gets a salary where they maintain them. They don't need for take on the hand gain for survive. Because then you think of the retirement. This money, if they can't give me retirement, you're not going to violate and sack me because I go then go meet me, they take on that. This money what they get right now. 75% go to 100% next year. Police then go down increase their salary. Police then they go university free. Then picking them they go university free. So if I see a lot of people want to join the police now because now I have avenue for going to university, for go study more, for go outside, go study into the military. Because yes, more facilities. People want to come in there. So the effect when they for go police, now then that attraction where His Excellency don't bring, where He's saying go provide resources, you understand, for the police, for the security forces. Security forces and one area where you want for day. You see, look the military, the kind of equipment where they don't bring for them. Look the correctional service, the kind of equipment. The police soon go get so much equipment where they can use for doing. Police right now they do them. If you watch all the police building the world don't do, now then provide the bricks. Now then they make them bricks. The military will make roads soon. So most of the things they do, they can able use. You understand? Build and do great facilities. You understand? We will locate the prisons soon. Into somewhere where we will get that safety. This because every time we smoke cars, now everybody attention for go na Panda-Noah road. We say if they go free people they go join them for do for cause create mayhem. But if we can then go to an area where now the correctional things that they do for create farm, do packet pantry, do all the other things, concentrate in a big area away from the city. We go see create a more peaceful nation.
Salon Talk on Sankara Media Platform as we wrap up now, and Honorable Minister David Panda-Noah you go assure Sierra Leoneans that President Julius Maada Bio in government is super intelligent? Super intelligent?
What you
Because
asking?
of all what you don't say, so
Yes.
you don't keep every Sierra Leonean now when they listen this program, right, on the toes, even non-Sierra Leoneans say, now the Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs I talked to Isu, say that security is paramount. It's, I mean, the new direction of government, intelligence is super.
The new direction government under His Excellency the President, Brigadier Retired Dr. Julius Maada Bio. Now government we did for these people. Now government we His Excellency na Sierra Leonean, a true Sierra Leonean. He has nothing else, all in effort, all in fiber within our body. Now for work for this country, for see this country better. We say Paupa Salongo better. That is it, and it's a talk and do president. Everything within I manifesto will be promised this country. I'll let people then check page to page. Check them and see how much you don't do and what you don't left. Check.
So that means any side in the world, no afraid for come na Sierra Leone, no afraid for come invest na Sierra Leone. Because what the security paramount. We get everything where you want na Yasu for make you investments. It grow and you handle to the way where you really expect.
You see, in physics they call something they call latent heat. The heat we hot past the heat where you see the 100% where you see the water boy, the heat where the hidden heat. Latent hidden heat. And the security forces will get hidden heat. The security is intact. The security. I know, because security then they give way to development.
Exactly.
They see the development. So most of the time people don't know they talk about the security because it's hidden. Now hidden security, it just there. You know, they take them for granted. Security, like for granted people they take her until something happen. I take Minister of Internal, MIA, Minister of Internal Affairs, Minister of Internal. They don't talk about me. They don't call me self.
Minister Panda-Noah. So just hold on. What in fact we go once say thank you to President Julius Maada Bio and to you where you are the Minister of Internal Affairs and the institution already under you. We see this festive season. We will say the work on our nets. Colleague, remember, go and see the mountain checkpoint them, but not to that kind of checkpoint too. With love, then with love, where you can say respect. Hello, how are they do about the festive season? What do you guys do? What take guys you? But they have not seen the back boots now, yeah. Okay, sir. You can open the back boot. But okay. We now keep them up. Merry Christmas. Prosperous New Year. So thank you. We now really don't reform. President Julius Maada Bio in government don't reform the security sector.
That's the word.
That is good.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Exactly that. That's exactly what he's doing.
You as the
now the reforms.
and the rest of the members of the new direction.
Thank you very much.
So we'll give you the next 4 minutes for wrap up and say goodbye.
Okay.
What you want to say to Sierra Leone?
Yes.
Into the security and how they can add to the multi-tier election.
Yes. For the security mostly, I want to say many thanks to His Excellency the President for the freedom, the free hand we give we as security sector for do the work they do. And for say especially many thanks to my deputy, Lima, Lawrence Lima. He work with it gets such passion and such. You see, just like the hidden, he supports me so greatly. You understand? Most of the thing, he's a lawyer. So most of the guidance they get now through him in the legal side. So I want to tell him plenty thank you. One for say thanks to the ONS because they collaborate very well. They're most involved in many things what they do. His Excellency said don't add to my own ministry 2 more directorships. We come up from the police, senior police officers that we can join with. We don't enhance and increase the performance of the ministry. I want to say thanks to the security sector with collaboration so great. and cooperation and coordination. The military will always meet, will always talk, will always discuss. Issues not go come up, we will not go talk about. Issues not go there, we will not know. Information they gather. The intelligence service then go leaps and bounds.
Correct.
Yes, the intelligence service on the CISU, on the military side, the ONS side, and the police side, they are doing great. I mean, His Excellency don't pour a lot of resources and intend for do more.
Correct.
More resources into the area there. We see the cyber crime. If you see, it don't really reduce the amount of people that already shank people for money. Call people that say, "Now this person they call that." Yes. We catch a lot of them. Then they go down with the minimize them. I mean, one of the greatest things that we don't put in place now, the NCR, the NIN number. Without your national identification number, you cannot do a lot of things now in this country.
Correct.
So we implore, the ask people to go get a NIN, go register. Because that number there now you take a license. Yes. That number there now you go take a passport.
Exactly.
That number there now you go take a bank account. That number there you for you go for work safe. Now that number there you get for go work. Nasit get for use. Nasit get for use. In fact, now my village for let them give bush, you forget NIN. Yes, yes. No, they don't mention. Forget bush. Then check for us if you forget NIN. Yes. Wonderful. You understand? So denting and they go far and wide. Now security measure when are the primary security. His Excellency, and we got to give thanks to His Excellency. Now man of God, now leader we go don't give it.
So you see you make us say President Julius Maada Bio in government intelligence is super. Super intelligent.
Well, you not see from that side.
Yeah.
Me, yes. Me just know see he give you the freedom. He get the acumen for able suicide issues and they happen and concentrate on the issues and allow you for do what you get for do as long as you report back to him. So he give you that free hand. And forget that free hand, it's very important. Well, instead of direct and say from above, orders from above, orders from above. We government not get orders from above. No, get orders from above. No. His Excellency give the free hand. Let nobody not say to anybody in orders of above. As the person said now orders from above, say lie, they lie. In any part of the government strata we did, powers from above not there. He doesn't do it, he doesn't believe in it, it's not part of him. You understand? So for denting and day, we get for pray for country, pray for leader. Always know they pray for a leader because he do a fantastic job, he direct fantastically, and he get this country at heart. I also say we go work astutely for ensure say peace day through till we get elections, till we come back to power. We go make sure say we do yes. Everything will be peaceful. Elections will be peaceful. Peace go relatively day in the country. We just work with the political parties for ensure say they do the elections. Let them do the elections free and fair. Let them try them confusions not there. Let them not annihilate themselves or wound themselves or kill themselves. Let all man see the elections who the win them free and fair.
Thank you. Yes. For second term in office, yes. President Julius Maada Bio.
Yes.
June 24, 2023. Go vote President Julius Maada Bio for second term in office. Well, we pledge to thank to the Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs, Honorable Minister David Panda-Noah, and also we thank to Mr. Christian Lee, analyst, and also voluntary staff at the platform, Mr. Mohamed Kamara, strategic manager, and also Chief Abdulhassan Faki, we are the production manager and national coordinator, Semeloko. We will join me soon. Remember the program in Uncle Sankara. Thank you. I go soon. Hello.